Hi, I'm Christy and I teach 8th grade. And this is my son.
Lucas, and I teach 3rd grade.
Well, he doesn't teach 3rd grade, but he is in 3rd grade. And tonight we're going to read you I Need My Monster. And this is one of our favorite bedtime books. And we hope it'll be one of yours as well. Tonight, when I looked under the bed for my monster, I found this note instead. Gone fishing, back in a week. Gabe. What was I going to do? I needed my monster under my bed. How was I supposed to get to sleep if he was gone?
My turn. I tried to sleep, but it just wasn't the same without Gabe. I missed his ragged breathing, his nose whistling, the scrabbling of his uncut claws. How would I ever get to sleep without Gabe's familiar noise, scary noises, a spooky green ooze? It was no use. Gabe would be gone for a week, and I just had to have a monster.
I climbed quietly out of bed so my parents wouldn't hear me. Grown-ups have this strange ideals about monsters under beds. I knocked on the floorboard and then scrambled back under my covers. I waited nervously. Would a new monster appear? What would he be like? Would his snorting be as cheerful as Gabe's? When I heard some creaking under my bed, I knew that the substitute monster had arrived. Good evening, said a low, breathy voice. My name is Herbert, and I will be your monster for the evening. Herbert? What kind of name is that for a monster? You don't sound scary at all. Have you ever even scared a kid? Well, no, but I have read all the best books on the topic. Do you have long teeth and scratchy claws, I ask. No, but I have an overbite, and I am a mouth breather. Listen. His panting was kind of scary.
Wasn't enough for him.
But it wasn't enough. Listen, Herbert, I'm sorry. I just don't think this is going to work. It's nothing personal, but I really need a monster with claws. Picky, Herbert complained. As you wish, I'll go. There was some creaking, and Herbert was gone.
Something scratching warned me the second monster had appeared. Good evening, he said in a high, silky voice. My name is Ralph, and I understand you need a monster with claws. Please lean over and I'll hold out an arm for inspection.
I crouched on the edge of my bed, hoping to see a horrible, shaggy arm with sharp, ragged nails. Instead, I was surprised with a sleekly brushed fur with smooth, shiny claws. Excuse me? I don't mean to be rude, I asked. But is that nail polish on your claws? Yes, it is, Ralph replied. I believe that professional monsters should always be well groomed. I could tell this was not going to work either. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Ralph, but I need a monster with scary claws. Like Gabe, I thought. I heard some more scratching, and I knew Ralph was gone.
A minute later, a third voice appeared. The bed was rasped.
Under the bed.
Under the bed was rasped. Check out these clothes, kid. I gathered my courage and peered over there.
The claws were impressive, jagged and dark, razor sharp. So far, so good. I was a little nervous. Could you stick out your tail? I whispered. Sure, but don't get scared. I peeked through my fingers at the slimy tail slithering over the foot of my bed. And that's when I noticed
The bow.
the bow. Are you a girl monster? Of course I am, she snapped. I'm Cynthia. Do you have a problem with that? Yeah, I do, I admitted. I definitely need a boy monster. Boy monsters are for boys. Girl monsters are for girls. Everybody knows that. Well, aren't you the picky one? She sniffed, and then she was gone.
Was I being too picky? No, I knew that a monster needed to be well-clawed and mincing. The whole point of having a monster, after all, was to keep me in bed, mentioning all the scary stuff that could happen if I got out.
If you got out. All that scary stuff. Then I heard the shuffling noise and some slobbering. A fourth monster was under my bed. Hey, my name's Mac. One look at his claws proved that Mac was a big, scruffy boy monster. Ugh, I shivered. Maybe this one would work out. Those are excellent claws. But do you have a long tail? I leaned over to see. No, my tail's stumpy, Max slurped. But I do have an unusually long tongue. Why would I be afraid of a long tongue, I asked. Oh, I don't know, he said, trying to sound terrifying. You never know when I might lick you. I fell back on my bed laughing. Well, if you're not even going to try to work with me, Mac whined. I held in the giggles. I really don't think that you should send me away, he warned. Kids who reject 5 monsters in one night. I did not reject 5 monsters tonight, I interrupted. My regular monster went fishing. Fishing. Maybe he's just left 'cause you're so picky. Fine, I'm out of here. I wouldn't expect another monster if I were you. How was I ever going to get to sleep without a monster? I was surprised to hear more creaking under my bed. Loud creaking with scratching. I thought no more monsters were going to appear tonight. Sorry I'm late, kid. Whew, it was Gabe. I thought I would enjoy fishing, but it didn't. Those fish scare too easy. No challenge at all. You, however, are challenging, my friend. You're almost too old to be afraid of monsters. You keep me on my toes. Toes. A delicious snack. The bed quivered and Gabe's stomach rumbled with hunger. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to start the evening with an ominous puddle of drool. I peeked over the edge of my bed as green ooze spread soundlessly from underneath.
Just talking, he made himself hungry.
Talking about them toes. Then the bed trembled as Gabe unfurled his spiked tail. He was daring me to guess where he was going to pop up, and I shivered. So, you had some substitute monsters tonight, Gabe said, sharpening claws on my bedpost. Were you scared? Then Gabe started tapping. I could tell he wanted to know if I still needed him. No monsters can scare me like you, I giggled, diving under my covers, pulling them up tight. Through the blanket I heard Gabe stop, soft, comforting snorts. Huh, I knew it. We were made for each other, he growled. When the blanket started to slip off my bed, I knew that Gabe was ready to eat. Now, if you could please stick out your foot. I'd like to nibble your pinky. I yanked the blanket back up and scrunched my feet up so Gabe couldn't get them. No toes tonight. But you can have this, I offered, pushing a pillow off the bed. I didn't even hear it hit the floor. Gabe was back, the ooze was perfect, and everything was back to normal. I shivered. I'd be asleep in no time. Well, that's it. That is I Need My Monster, and I hope you've enjoyed it.
Have a good day or night.
Have a good night, and I hope this bedtime story was the perfect thing to get you to sleep. Good night.